That was my theme. But what's going on, everyone? John and Audrey here, back again with another episode of the Real Talk Podcast, episode 95. And we're going to be talking all about the
Pokemon
2022.
cards. Just kidding.
Yeah. We're going to see if Audrey gets lucky enough and pulls a Charizard, a shiny Charizard.
Yeah.
But
Rare holographic. I'm just kidding.
you
Sorry.
know what I was thinking, Audrey? We're going to talk about, obviously, the whole everything. Everybody's talking about this. But if we missed one podcast, we would have synced up with the 94th Academy Awards, and this is episode 95. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
my OCD is like, fuck, we should have waited. But
We should have had a filler episode right quick.
yeah, I'll just switch it up.
Yeah, just switch.
Last week's was short, so I'll just be like, that was like 93.2 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I could see
But,
how that could bug you.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna talk all about the 94th Academy Awards. Obviously, all the nominations, the winners, the losers, and all that. And obviously, what everybody's talking about, the whole. They're calling it the slap that was heard around the world, Audrey. I don't know if you heard that phrase yet.
So crazy. It's literally rocked the nation, so to speak.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. It was nuts, bro. But I feel like people have been talking about the Oscars now more than ever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Which is, like, one of the things that I was thinking about, like, I thought maybe, like, these people are actors, right? They've been doing it most of their lives. What if they fucking hired behind the scenes? They hired these guys to, like, WWF this shit and like get more ratings. But it was actually the second lowest Academy Awards show. The ratings, which is like, what the fuck?
But when do they get the ratings? Like right after, I'm assuming, or during? No, because that is weird.
Maybe with like technology now, they have like some way to keep it like updating every hour or some shit. But I don't know. But that kind of reminds me of like the weekend box office, how like they'll get the numbers on Sunday, but it's counting the Sunday numbers. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how do you guys do that?
I mean, I can understand it just because it wasn't necessarily a good thing. It was like more of like a fuck. I can't believe that happened. You know what I mean? Kind of like it wasn't like anything like the Academy's actually been getting a lot of shit for it because they're like, how did you let this happen? Blah blah blah. So I couldn't. I can hear that.
What?
He's like talking to the cat, I think. But anyways, I don't know if you want to get into that first or.
I feel like we should highlight the like actual Academy Awards. You know what I'm saying? So we can. I mean, I feel like I think I was talking to Alex. Speaking about Alex, he said, "Yo."
He's in the chat.
I was talking to Alex about this. Like, I feel like the Academy Awards for a while hasn't been about the movies themselves. Yeah, they have musical numbers. They have like little vignettes about like highlighting the best pictures and shit. But I don't know if it's just nostalgic for me. But like, I miss the old school Oscars, so it was like a classy guest, and the event felt like really classy and all that stuff. And
it felt more prestigious.
Yeah, it did, and I mean, obviously, a little bit even before COVID, for me, started to kind of like,
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's been going downhill for like a hot minute. Even with just like a lot of, for me, it's been just seeing a lot of movies get snubbed, like just outright, like no shits. They just don't give a fuck about these movies that Pig. I think. Yeah, that and like even like Red Rocket, I know Georgie mentioned that, and it's true. Like I was really surprised that something like Red Rocket didn't even get fucking a nod or anything.
Yeah.
So, and you have other movies. Like for me this year definitely had the most questionable movies. Like for best picture, I was kind of like, damn, for real, this is the best we had this whole year. Like that's not really saying much of the year we've had,
Yeah.
So I feel like overall the awards and the Oscars, yes, we all know that like they're not the same. They haven't been. And there's a bunch of stuff going around like that they're rigged and all that stuff. So, but like we've said before, we still like to watch them just for the tradition of it, I guess, the habit.
Yeah.
I still enjoy seeing like these actors that I've loved. Like I really enjoyed seeing Kevin Costner, even though he's like not even really in much
Yeah.
anymore. But I was telling Ben, I was like, I really enjoyed seeing him because I remember him from my childhood. He was in a lot
Yeah.
like more movies in the 90s and stuff. So it was really cool to see someone like him in the crowd. Um and then down there playing the song from The Bodyguard, and I was like, oh my god.
Damn.
So yeah, so for special moments like that, I think it's cool. I really enjoy seeing Liza Minnelli with Lady Gaga. I thought that was super
Yeah.
dope. A lot of legends do show up, and I think that makes it worthwhile for me, so to speak. But yeah, I never really take it seriously. Obviously, like I don't like base my taste on them, like, oh, this is definitely best picture because they said so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Tony
Legends like
Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Wasn't Sean White there too?
Sean White, and there was another gentleman in the middle of them. I didn't know who he was, but I'm pretty sure he was like a sports guy or something.
Yeah.
But
But first, we always start off with talking about the announcers. What did you think? How did you think the announcers did this year? Which it was Amy Poehler, Wanda Sykes, and oh, I forget the other girl's name. Megan? No,
Amy
Whitney.
Schumer,
No,
Regina
the other
Hall.
Regina Hall.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
How did you think they did this year?
To be honest, like when they were announced, I was like, man, like they really couldn't get anybody else, like because these three, like I don't know if there's ever been like three announcers too, three
Yeah.
hosts, but like I like them individually, except for Amy Schumer. It's just something about her I can't get behind, and
Yeah.
but I like Regina Hall. Like she's super funny, and I think she's been turning in some like dramatic roles recently. I think she had one in Sundance, if I'm not mistaken. But Wanda Sykes too. Like I feel like she had a show back in the day or something. I remember seeing a lot of her back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah, for
But yeah, I
sure.
feel like it was all right. It could have been worse. There was no James Franco and Anne Hathaway. I feel like that one was fucking whack because I think Franco just left for like half the like it was weird. Like so there's been like
Yeah. There's
worse
been some weird
hosts.
ones. Yeah, for sure. But I think they did okay. I actually was really surprised with Amy Poehler because I agree with you. I'm not a fan of her. I never have been. But
Yeah.
I think she did a good job at like kind of, like she kind of poked some fun after the whole Will Smith situation, and
Yeah.
like she kept it good. Like she did a good job. So I was like, you know what? That was cool. Um but
Except for
yeah,
that whole Kristen Dunst moment, I was not comfortable with that at all. I feel like neither was Jesse Plemons.
what
He's
did
like,
she say?
because there was that moment where Amy was just going around the crowd, and she's
Oh,
like,
and
"Oh,
she
look, we
sat
had a
down?
yeah." She's like, "Oh, we have seat fillers," and she called her a seat filler, Kristen Dunst. She's, "Oh, can I sit down for a bit?" And Kristen, you can tell she was kind of uncomfortable, but she's, "Oh, okay, whatever." Like it's a bit, and then Jesse Plemons too.
Didn't she say you're married to that seat filler? Didn't
Yeah,
she
so
say
yeah, and I was like,
that?
"Ah, man, like we've already had enough with like interaction with the audience, I guess. I don't know, like especially after what happened.
I mean, there's a lot of I think that's like a thing too though, that there's always been like uncomfortable moments because they like to poke fun.
Yeah,
But obviously this year it went too far, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. A bit too far.
A bit too far. But overall, the night started off kind of slow. I
Yeah.
believe I don't have it brought up. Where's my little notebook? I had a
Um,
little
I
notebook,
I think the first award went to best supporting actress,
which was
which Adriana, oh no, Ariana DeBose.
the one from West Side Story.
Yeah, for the one from West Side Story, and still, me and Audrey don't want to see that movie.
Nope, I refuse.
um, but the other actresses nominated with her are Jessie Buckley for The Lost Daughter, Dame Judy Dench for Belfast, Kristen Dunst for Power of the Dog, and Angeline Ellis, something like that, for King Richard. Um, I think me and Audrey are in agreement that we haven't really seen a lot of these. Like I still haven't seen King Richard or West Side Story.
Hmm.
I think you've seen The Lost Daughter.
I did. I didn't see or I didn't watch Belfast. So,
Yeah, that's another one I missed.
which I was listening to our buddy's podcast over there at the Criterion Cult, and they both said that it was kind of a snooze fest.
Yeah, Belfast.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, for real? Because I really like Branagh.
Yeah, yeah, he's a great director, and obviously I think I first seen him in like acting,
Yeah.
obviously in Harry Potter and stuff like that. But he's been like a solid director, and like that's the only reason I feel like that's his Roma. I feel like
Mm,
specifically like this is like a personal film for him, so maybe that shined through and got the Academy's attention. But see, I felt like that with Power of the Dog, and our buddies over there felt the opposite.
exactly. Yeah.
So
So
it's kind of
that's,
interesting. Maybe we'll enjoy Belfast.
I don't know. That's how it is. The less the hosts have TV time, the better.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
even had little segments like Wanda Sykes went to like the museum and she was like,
Yeah. She was there just walking around,
I was like,
making jokes.
yeah,
You're just kind of like, whatever. Um, I thought West Side Story was going to sweep. I was worried. Yeah, dude, I think everyone was, honestly. Like, I was
yeah,
like, come on. I honestly thought that they put West Side Story just kind of like as a filler. Like, they ran out of like movies and they were like, you know what, we're just gonna throw this in here. But I mean, apparently people have been liking it. I don't know. I've
yeah,
never seen the appeal.
me
Can't get
either.
behind it. Can't. But maybe we're in the wrong here. Let us know in the comments down below if
um,
we're wrong.
I was worried that Power of the Dog was gonna sweep. Not worried too much as in like, oh man, like I'll hate it if this happens. But it's just I heard a lot of buzz around it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were saying, hey, the Power of
Yeah,
the
people
Dog is
loved
gonna like
the
sweep
Power
and
of the
stuff.
Dog. We got Gangsta Puffs here.
So Gangsta Puffs. I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
You're already leaving?
Bye. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bye.
It's going to work or what?
No, he's going to a training
Oh.
for work. But yeah.
You'll make that money. I thought Audrey was gonna be like, yep, that's how I do it.
I know. But anyways, so yeah. So I kind of was like you. I thought that maybe the Power of the Dog would definitely like just sweep everything as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be like upset, but I also didn't think it was like anything like crazy.
Yeah.
Like we've already discussed how I feel about that movie. But
Yeah. For Alex, I think he was trying to check it out, and I was like, man, I won't tell you how I feel about it, but so if you don't want to know, bro, tune in. I'll do this. Just mute it and I'll do this when I'm done or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I feel like me and you, we kind of already said that we were kind of in agreement that like the Power of the Dog wasn't for us. So we agree that it was like a solid film, like overall with the acting and cinematography, directing, but it just, I mean, I think for me I couldn't get too invested and like it didn't hit me personally.
yeah,
So
it was
like I
just one of
just
those movies that you were like, can't relate. So next.
yeah, and I think it was at a time too when I was trying to catch up a lot. So I was just kind of okay, like
Let's get the show
let's
on the
go.
road. Yeah,
So
I feel it. I feel that. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, so she won.
I'll
And
do this for Alex.
I believe she was the first queer woman of color that won an award. So
Yeah, I think yes, that's what she said. Yeah.
So I mean, cool.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that's good. Good for her. Shows that the Academy, doesn't, I don't think they have any sort of agenda, but
Yeah. Yeah.
anybody can win. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, I agree.
From the 20 minutes I saw of Dog, it looked technically good. Yeah, for sure, man. Like I think that's me and Audrey agree with that. Like it was a solid. Like yeah, it's overall it's good. It's just again, Academy Academy Award
Is it a
level winning. Like I don't know.
But what do we know? But no,
Yeah,
I actually did that was my pick for cinematography. I thought it was going to win, but I
yeah.
should have known that Dune was going to win. Dune did get I think they won 3.
They won 6. That shit was sweeping.
Excuse me. They
Dune
won
for best
6?
visual effects, best cinematography, best film editing, best production
Damn.
design, original score, best sound.
Holy
Jesus,
shit.
all the technical awards. And I felt like I was telling my girl that like they were giving this one a lot because it probably got snubbed, but
It
also
got
because there's a other because I feel like a lot of times they'll give like these technical awards for other movies that are not going to win any of the bigger categories or something like that.
so they won't feel bad.
Yeah, I don't know again if that's true because it's like the way they vote and everything like that, but that's what I
Well,
thought they were doing.
I mean, it made sense to me because out of all these movies, that one was the most like heavy duty in the sense of effects and editing
Oh
and
yeah,
sound and all that. It was definitely the one that was more like it was a big deal. And I mean, it did look great. I still think that movie looks fantastic. I thought the score was really good. So I wasn't mad at it. I was like, that's pretty dope.
yeah.
Um
I haven't seen it, and like I told our buddy Alex, I really really want to check it out in the screen, like the theaters, the first time I see it. And I'm holding out on it, but like I don't know, I probably should just
you're never
watch it.
gonna watch it. You're gonna watch
I
it
know.
until the 20th anniversary
Yeah, the
return
IMAX
special.
20th anniversary edition type of thing. But
Yeah.
he's Alex said it, but I felt like it wasn't going to be the best story. I don't know if that makes sense. I didn't watch all of it. I feel
Uh,
you.
yeah.
Feel
I
you.
mean, you should just watch it. I guess if you have interest in it, just watch it. Why not?
Yeah. But moving
But
along, we already kind of said some of the awards that Dune took. Best costume design was by Cruella, which I was kind of like I didn't really pay attention to the categories this year and the nominees, but once I saw that, I was like, damn, Cruella was pretty good in that category. But again, I thought like Dune or maybe West Side Story was gonna win. But I was
yeah.
happy that Cruella at least got one.
Well, Cruella did have some really nice costume design.
Yeah,
And
like
I
the story was
but
about that too, like fashion
but
design
I
and all that.
yeah, true. But I also really did enjoy Dune's look. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved the whole like style and aesthetic. I thought it was super cool. So I actually honestly thought that might win, but
yeah,
no, Cruella ended up taking it. So
same here because yeah, like you're saying, I feel like Denis and that whole crew and obviously the actors they had to create like a whole different world. Like even the score was like I heard that was like literally like what would their music sound like or something, like they had to create it from I mean they had the source material, but still like even the movie like that Lynch did, like they still had to do their work, so I feel like the Academy like
I love
realized
how
that. And
I love how David Lynch, his movie has Toto as the music, and then this one's like all like
dun,
serious,
dun,
like throat
dun, dun, dun,
singing and like
dun,
Hans Zimmer
dun.
status. But they're both pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I'm
Yeah.
down for both. And then what's the next category? I don't remember.
Alex says, should I watch Dune?
Yes.
I feel like Dune for you, bro, it'll probably be like Mad Max Fury Road. Like it's just one of those films that is like technically like spot on. And I think that's why I want to watch it. Like for the story, I think you don't like I feel like you don't like sci-fi. Like he doesn't like sci-fi,
Oh,
like
yeah.
those type of
If you don't like dystopian stuff, like sci-fi, like at all, then yeah, this movie will you probably won't care about it. But it is like just the whole world is really cool. I really like the names of the all the peeps. Like
yeah.
I told Ben the other day, I was like, Atreides, that's a really cool like name. I thought like that's the name of their house. And yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool world. I really enjoyed it.
And you have something to look forward to because a lot of times if people know like this is gonna be a franchise, it's already gonna the part two is already like
Yeah.
greenlit. Florence Pugh got cast as a queen. Which I'm surprised that she wasn't in this movie because in the first one, that's how it starts off. It starts off with
Yeah.
her. So I was like, what the heck? Like that character's not in there? Like, but
Well, they're probably it's like with the whole Zendaya thing, like she's not even in it.
yeah,
So they're kind of just saving it, I guess, for the second one. They're trying to tackle one thing at a time. The first one was really just world building and just to get you
yeah,
kind of like immersed and know kind of like who the players are. And then the second one I think is going to be more like the meat, the steak,
yeah. What
steak and
everybody
potatoes.
what everybody loves about Dune, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, just a lot of technical awards again. Best original score, Hans Zimmer again. Just I don't even know how many fucking Academy Awards that fool guy has. I feel like he's one of the best out there doing it right now. Riz Ahmed was again in the Academy Awards bus because he actually won for best live action short. I think he probably was one of the producers of this. And I clicked on the movie and it took me to like an album.
An album? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like is he an artist too? Studio album by Riz Ahmed. The hell?
Maybe. Maybe he's like a singer or like in a band.
Huh. This
I'm
is
not sure.
this is interesting. But anyways, yeah. Let's see here. Questlove from
Oh,
Tribe. Wait, is he from Tribe Called Quest?
he's from
The Roots. There you go.
Roots. The Roots, yeah.
He won for best documentary feature. That's the whole, Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, that was right after. Wait a minute, wait
Yeah.
a minute, wait a minute. I forgot. Oh, well, okay. So funny. I was cracking up because it was such a John situation, the way that happened. I was cracking up 'cause I
Yeah.
told Ben, I just pictured John like going to the fridge to like get a beer or something, and all this shit goes down, and you come back
Ah,
and you're like, wait, what happened? What I missed?
yeah. It's like right, like the whole academy, like that one time I step outside, my mom was bringing over some tamales, so I had to go
Hmm.
get them and bring them back. During that whole thing, I was just my phone was going off. I come back, Cindy's like, "Babe, guess what happened? Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was scripted and all this." And I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
Oh,
The one
bitch.
time, like, I leave, something big
That shit
happens,
was
and
so funny, dude. Yeah, that shit was nuts. Like me and Ben were just like staring at each other. We were like, did that just like happen? Like we were just trying to figure out like, is this real? Is this fake? Because
yeah,
I mean, shit's happened at the awards before. But nah, I was like, I think this isn't this has to be real because you can hear the audio like cut out. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
was like, no, I think this shit's real. But damn, that was nuts. Like to witness that, it was like it took everyone by surprise. I can't even imagine being there. I think I would have been really uncomfortable, and it was really uncomfortable to watch on TV. Really
yeah,
awkward. I was like, "Ugh, this is awkward, dude." So
yeah.
yeah, freaking Will Smith, man. So
Definitely not a good look for the Oscars and all that stuff.
but I mean, I gotta say, I don't want to get into it too much because now it's turned into a whole thing, and I don't want to get into it. But I do want to say that I think Chris Rock handled it pretty well.
Yeah,
Like the way he composed himself, and he was able to just kind of like roll with it. I was like, kudos to him because I don't know what any other person would have done.
yeah.
Like,
Either go after Will or
like fucking cry and run
just
off the
leave,
stage.
or yeah, he just was able to okay, what are we doing? What am I doing up here? Okay, cool. We're gonna introduce best
Oh,
documentary.
but you see
So
him so like uncomfortable after he's like going like this. He's like feeling like his like cheek.
yeah, he's like, God damn, Will.
He was like, fuck. But
Yeah.
anyways, it kind of sucked because it did take that moment away from Questlove. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing too. That like right after that, well, when I came back, and I think that part was ending, and then they're having that Godfather reunion.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, damn, it sucks because everybody's probably on Twitter right now. Everybody's,
Mhm.
not paying attention to this whole, reunion
Yeah.
that's like just,
That made me
legends
teary
on
eyed
screen.
too. I was like, oh, they're so old.
I know. And a lot of people like I think like 2 years ago, I found out that Francis Ford Coppola is still live and kicking. I thought he passed away.
You thought he was dead?
Yeah, I thought just because like it's just Godfather like it's not too old of a movie, but it's just like one of those like legendary films that I
That's
just thought like
hilarious.
the director had passed already.
You fucking like were already burying him. You're like, he's
Yeah,
already
like
dead.
oh man, like
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Man. He couldn't do another. They couldn't do another Godfather 4.
Well, dude, if Martin Scorsese's still kicking, they're
Yeah,
kind of around the same age, I think.
yeah.
But
Marty.
but anyways, that was really special to see them all on the screen again and everything.
I got a kick of the Pulp Fiction reunion
Oh
as well.
yeah. That
That
was
was pretty
another
cool.
memorable moment. And I fucking knew something was gonna happen because I told Ben, and I was like, okay, wait a minute. I was when they showed them begin like in the early when the show was about to start, the Academy Awards, they showed them their table. And I was like, why is John Travolta sitting with Uma Thurman? And why is she
Yeah,
wearing like the same outfit? Like she's wearing like a white shirt with a collar. And I was like, that's weird. And then they
yeah.
announced it, and I was like, that makes perfect sense because they were gonna
They're
boogie.
not that slick. The Academy Award.
They can't get it past this girl. But that was really cool because also, I mean, as much as that movie, like now it's not our favorite Tarantino movie, but I feel like it definitely opened up the floodgates. It was like the gateway drug to
Yeah,
other movies.
yeah. For me, it was my gateway to Tarantino. Like that was the one that like a lot of people like was talking about, and one of my friends, he's like, all right, let's put it on. Like let's just he was gonna watch it, so I still remember the first time I watched that, and then I went back to watch Reservoir Dogs and stuff like that. But
I told
um,
Ben the movie that scarred thousands of kids along around the world.
yeah,
But it was really cool, and Samuel Jackson was on there too, so that was dope. They
yeah,
were
and
all
he just had won an award, I guess, like a honorary Oscar for like his work, throughout all
no,
these decades, and so that was pretty cool.
yeah.
Best animated feature was won by Encanto, which I thought, you know, obviously was gonna win.
Yeah,
I
I was
haven't
like,
seen Flea. I thought that one was gonna be like another like horse in the race because it was also nominated for best international feature. So um,
I also thought Mitchell versus the Machine had maybe some chance because I've been hearing that it's really good. Like people swear
yeah,
that it's really, really good. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not much of an animated movie right now person, but um, I've had friends tell me that it's really good. But Encanto literally just kind of like has been everywhere, dude.
it's
So
like
it,
every year Disney in their Pixar film, or that one was actually a Disney original, but like almost every year, like if Disney puts out a film or Pixar puts out a film, it's gonna get
it's
nominated.
gonna get nominated, and if not, it's gonna win.
Yeah,
I actually did enjoy the music, the song that not the Bruno one, because I actually didn't really like that performance. I thought it could have been better, but the other one, the dos arruguitas or something like
yeah,
that, that one
yeah.
was cute.
I
I
haven't
like
seen the
that one.
film, so like I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
haven't seen it,
Nah, I seen like the last part of it.
dude?
Like my cousins here were watching it, and so I saw like the ending.
Dude, I feel like you and Cindy would like it a lot.
Yeah, we've been. I have it. I bought the steel book. We just never got around to watching it. Like I still haven't seen Luca or Raya and the Last Dragon. The only one I saw
Yeah.
from that was nominated was the Mitchells versus the Machines.
Oh, you did see
Um,
that one.
yeah, that
Yeah.
again, I was probably one of the ones to tell you. Like I have it as number
Hmm.
14 of my top
Damn.
favorite films of last year. So I was going for that one, but that's the only one I saw. So
Yeah.
but no surprise there for me. Like Encanto taking it.
Yeah, for sure. What do we
Uh,
have next?
Best international feature film. Drive My Car took the big prize. Like I said, Flea was also nominated. The Hand of God was nominated. I can't pronounce this one, but also The Worst Person in the World. Again, that's the only one that I watched from that list, so I was going for that one. But how do you feel about Drive My Car taking it?
I was honestly surprised because I had a feeling I was like either it's gonna win Best Picture or it's not gonna win anything at all. But the fact that it won Best International Film, I was like, oh, it's not gonna win Best Picture.
Yeah,
I
not
already
like
knew.
Parasite. It won
Yeah,
both, didn't it?
yeah. Paris Bong Joon-ho was like, I got
He said,
3 of these, bro. No, he's got more. I think he won. I don't even remember how many won, but yeah. But I was happy nonetheless that they won. I think it
yeah,
was deserved. I haven't seen the other movies. I really been, like I said, wanting to watch The Worst Person in the World, which I'm happy that you told me where I can rent it because I'll probably rent it tonight.
yeah,
But was it good? Did you like it?
yeah. It was a solid film. I really liked it. Really enjoyed it.
Solid.
Really solid.
10 out of 10.
I got a little heart for me. You know, I don't rate movies, but it got a little heart for
Damn.
me.
Is it like is it like kind of is it a drama or is I can't tell. Like it looks like
Yeah,
it's like a drama, but at the
drama,
same time
coming of
like
age,
a
comedy, has some comedy in
okay.
there.
Okay. Cool. It's Danish, right? Or Swedish? No.
Uh, let me see.
I think it's
Norwegian,
oh, okay.
Norwegian.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely want to watch that, so I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah,
What did you
and
Oh,
spits
well
that.
you haven't seen Drive My Car, right?
No, I haven't. That's those two movies I wanted to knock out before the Oscars, but I only got to one of them. Because Drive My Car is like 6 hours long, so I was like, "Fuck, I can't make time for it." But
Yeah.
I still want to watch it. That's like my next queued up film. Like whatever I watch, I'm gonna watch Drive My Car.
Knock it out.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I guess we can go to the best supporting actress. We already talked about best supporting actor.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
how
that
do you
was
say
a
his
big
last name?
one.
Troy Kutzer.
Kutzer, I think.
Kutzer.
Yeah.
Took that, which was great. That was, I think, mine and Alex's favorite moment of the night. It was so sweet, especially the girl from Minari coming out and like doing
Oh,
the
I
whole awards and
know. She
everything.
was so
Yeah,
cute.
that was so
Oh my
awesome. She was like,
gosh.
"Oh, forgive me for all this." I was like, "Girl, you take your time." Like,
You're like, no one be mean to her. She has to be
yeah,
protected at all costs. She's so cute.
for real.
And I knew that he won because I thought it was so cute that like she realized that he won and she got so excited and she was like like she wanted to say something, but then she kind of held back and she was like, oh, how do I say it? Like,
Yeah,
And then she was just staring at him. Like when he was talking, she was just like,
yeah. She was like
ah.
lost in him or something like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That was so fucking cute. I was loving it. Yep, that was
Yeah,
for sure one of the best moments. But yeah, I think that was well deserved.
yeah,
Because I think he was the best part of Coda, and I thought he did an amazing job. And I think he has a lot of potential. Like I can see him doing other things. Which actually, I think he came out in the Book of Boba, but like just as like
yeah. I saw
someone.
that. I think it was the Mandalorian. He was like
Oh, Mandalorian.
a
Okay,
Tuscan Raider.
yeah. So
Which
he's
is
just
cool. I
standing
mean,
there.
hey, he got paid by Disney, bro. Like,
Yeah. But so sweet, so humble. He seems like just a really genuine, nice guy.
yeah. Everybody applauding. It was
Was so
crazy. Like,
crazy.
you just saw the hands,
Yeah, it
which was
was
really cool for that community and everything like that. And
yeah.
I thought like for you, like, oh, that was like really cool as well. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, anytime that sign language gets or the deaf community gets any sort of recognition, it's really cool to see because I think they deserve it. And I think it's cool that like there's like more it's being talked about more. And I
Yeah,
also think it's exciting because there's probably going to be like a whole new wave of people that are going to want to learn sign language now because of this, or they're going to maybe want to become interpreters or something, because people see it on TV and they're like, dude, that's so cool, like I want to do that. So I think that's cool.
yeah, for sure. And like from that category, I didn't see. I just well, actually, yeah, I saw Being the Ricardos and Power of the Dog. So, I mean, J.K. Simmons, he's got his award already, and he was only in that movie for like 10 minutes. So I was like, I mean, he's been better. Not that he was bad in the movie, but I just felt like Troy should have like was clearly like my
Yeah.
favorite out of that.
Because
So
even Ben said he was like Plemons, like literally, like he was like, I could have done that role. Like he's like he really doesn't do much in
yeah,
Power of the Dog, which I can agree with. I don't think he, if anything, the other actor, the one that plays the
the kid,
son,
yeah.
if anything,
Woody
him,
Smith McPhee,
yeah. If anything, I could see maybe him winning it, but even then, I was like, nah. I think Troy deserves it. So it's
yeah.
really cool. Second person, deaf person to win an award.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I thought maybe he was gonna be the first one, but that was interesting. Do you know the other one or?
Yeah, it's the one that plays his wife in the movie, Marley Matlin. She's the first
Oh,
one
okay.
to ever win an award
Yeah,
for that movie, Children of a Lesser God.
yeah,
Yeah, she made history too
awesome.
when she won. So
Damn.
yeah,
So now, if you watch the movie, like knowing the parents are
that
both
both of them are
Academy
Oscar.
Award winners.
Yeah, two talented people there. Um, So yeah, and then we had best supporting actress.
Yeah, we talked about that. Ariana
Oh yeah,
DeBose
best.
winning it for West Side Story, but we have best actress,
Oh okay,
which Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
dude. Now that I know what that movie's about, I kind of want to watch it.
You don't remember like the trailers or anything?
I do, but the trailers don't really give it away. Like she just looks like some unhinged person. And I was like,
Yeah,
and she looks freaky. And I was like, this looks weird. I don't like how it looks. Like, I'm not down. But then Ben was like, no, it's like about like how she's a pastor's wife and she has like a talk show or, yeah, like a TV show. And yeah, like she's basically nuts. I'm like, what? So
yeah,
I think the fact that she's a pastor's wife got me interested because I'm like, that'd be cool to see the like that. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to watch it now, especially since
yeah.
she won.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's always been great. Like I think the first thing I really noticed her was in Zero Dark 30, but she's been great like in anything like Molly's Game and um all the other stuff that she's been
She,
in.
I really liked her in The Help. That's like one
Yeah.
of the ones that I
That's
liked her
also
in.
what I saw that like now she's the fifth girl or cast member from The Help that one has won
Yeah,
an award. I was
yeah.
like, shit, that's pretty cool.
And especially she just came off from Scenes from a Marriage with Oscar
Oh
Isaac, and
yeah.
she did a really good job with that too, I thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, she has definitely has a talent. So I was happy for her, even though, like I said, I haven't watched the movie. I definitely want to watch it now. I think it's
Yeah.
streaming on HBO.
What did you think about Olivia Coleman in The Lost Daughter? You think she definitely deserves a nomination? You think she's been better? Obviously, like in The Favorite.
I think she's been better. That's why I was shocked that they nominated her because I was shocked that that movie had like such attention because I was like it was just kind of there.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." Like again, it breaks my heart that something like Pig didn't even get a fucking like nothing.
Mention.
Yeah, like no one gives like no one even knows probably that that movie exists. Like most of the time when I bring it up, people are like, I didn't hear about that movie, and it makes me
Yeah.
kind of sad. But regardless, going back to The Last Starter, I mean, she did good. She's a good actress, but eh, I thought she did amazing in The Favorite.
Yeah. And the only one from the other actresses who got nominated, I saw being the Ricardos. Definitely like Nicole Kidman's performance. It's just the movie overall, like it was,
Mm,
well directed. I love Aaron Sorkin, but it wasn't like my favorite. A lot of
I
people were
started
voting for
watching it.
Kristen Stewart though. Since she got nominated, but just like her and Andrew, I feel like they have long careers ahead of them. So hopefully,
Dude, but do not even get me started. I feel like our boy Andrew got robbed. I wanted
like
Andrew to win.
always.
I wanted Andrew to win for Tick Tick Boom. I guess we can jump into that because the person who did win caused quite a stir.
Yeah,
That's what makes me feel like I'm like, dude, this shit had to be something's going on. But
yeah,
anyways, he ended up winning Will Smith for King Richard, his first Oscar, which is
yeah. This
nuts.
was Oscar, which again, like we'll talk about it a little later. Um, I don't think that's what people are gonna remember, from that night,
Yeah, it's kind of overshadowed.
which sucks, which really does suck. But in that category, we had Javier Bardem for being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch for Power of the Dog, our boy Andrew for Tick Tick Boom, and then Denzel for the tragedy of Macbeth. I honestly thought this was like
Denzel's year.
not Denzel's year, but like it could have been like anybody of these guys, like, but I would have put my money on Will, Denzel, Andrew, even Benedict, but but yeah, Will Smith ended up taking it. I haven't seen King Richard, but I've always, since the trailers, I've been wanting to watch it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I was rooting for, like we said, our boy Andrew because he just did an incredible job last year. He had Tick Tick Boom, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, and Spider Man. Like it was
Yeah,
his fucking year.
fucking year. And I
So
mean, just the fact that he sang for that movie,
yeah,
it's like, come on, dude. I'm trying to think. Did Javier Bardem win for No Country for Old Men? Because I know he did win an Oscar. He has won one, but I don't
let
remember
me
for what.
see. I
I
have
think it was
his.
for No Country for Old Men. Because if he didn't win for that movie, holy shit, like that's the movie he should have won for.
Yeah, he won for best supporting actor for No Country for Old Men,
Yeah.
as he
Okay.
should have, because that fucking performance. I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen it in like probably like 7 years or since it came out. I only watched it like twice, maybe.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's an amazing movie. So, Denzel Washington, just the clip that they showed, I was like, nope, can't do it. Sorry.
yeah.
Like
Well,
I
I think it was like pure like Shakespeare dialogue and
Yeah,
all.
like it was just, oh, I can't do it. I wanted to watch it because it looked pretty
Yeah,
cool. I thought it looked stunning, but I
it's
was like,
8/24,
nope.
Audrey. We have to.
Maybe with subtitles, bro, and like in chunks because that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
Oh man.
I was like, nope, can't do it.
Like they did a joke that really cracked me up. I don't know who it was. I think it was either Regina or Wanda. Is like, oh, I seen The Power of the Dog 3 times and I still haven't finished it.
Oh,
Or I'm still halfway. I was like, that's me, 100%.
damn. Hey, at least they're being real. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't think Benedict deserved it. Like I said, I think he's done better.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's just for me. Like again, like Power of the Dog was getting a lot of buzz. So I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, maybe they were gonna give it to him, you know.
Well,
But
she did win the director.
yeah, Jane Campion won for The Power of the Dog, which I mean, out of the films because I only saw Licorice Pizza, and again, I love PTA, but I feel like he's done, other
I
better
honestly
work.
felt like that movie was a little bit Oscar baity.
Yeah,
Because in the grand scheme of things, I didn't feel like it was, like you said, I think he's done better.
yeah,
Like, I was like, this isn't the movie that Paul Thomas Anderson is going to be remembered for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just kind of like, it's a movie.
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
I
I
felt
feel
about
you.
it.
But did you have any other like any picks? Like maybe Kenneth Branagh was gonna take it, or the director for Drive My Car. Even Steven Spielberg. I thought maybe he was gonna get another one.
Dude, I would riot.
She's like,
Like,
hell no.
sit down, Steven. You won
Yeah,
enough. Everyone knows you're fucking good, okay?
yeah,
No, I picked Jane Campion because I had a feeling, I had an inkling, because she was coming
yeah,
off that high of winning a Golden Globe, I believe that's what she won. And I just know that people really like this movie. So,
yeah.
and just I don't know. I was reading the room, and I was like, I have a feeling they're gonna give it to her.
Yeah. And I think again that's why like all the other movies, because I think that's the only award Power of the Dog won. This was best director. Um but yeah, I thought she was gonna win, and I also thought maybe for best picture we can move on to that. That yeah, Power of the Dog was gonna take it, or West Side Story. It was like anybody's race. I don't really think Don't Look Up was gonna win, or Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley. Again, our boy Guillermo. I really loved that movie. For me, remember Audrey's like that one was a movie.
Movie. Yeah.
But he's also done better work.
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot because like again,
I just think he needs
um,
to go back to his roots. Just go back to your roots, Guillermo.
yeah, like a smaller, more intimate story. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
um,
something in Spanish. That'd be dope if he did something else like Pan's Labyrinth.
yeah,
I would
like a
love to see
Roma
that.
type of thing, but
Yeah.
fantasy mixed
But
into.
fantasy mixed. Yeah.
Um,
For best picture, I was shocked that Don't Look
yeah.
Up was on there. I was like,
Oh,
no, I
okay.
was shocked that Don't Look Up. No, but
Yeah,
I already know where you were gonna say. I was
yeah.
shocked too that Coda won.
Yeah, me too, dude. I was like, what?
What? Yeah. Yeah. I was like, it was one of those moments where you're like, like you're like
Like,
clapping, but
hold
you're
on.
kind of like, I was like looking around, like, are they gonna like give it to someone else like again? Are they gonna be like, no, sorry, it's actually Drive My Car? Cause yeah, that shit was wild. I was like, damn. I mean, I was like, okay.
I
I
honestly think Apple paid them off, dude.
Damn, that's
Think
fucked
about it.
up.
Like,
That's like saying
Power of the
like
Dog, like, Drive My Car, even Dune, I don't know.
dude, that's fucked up. That's like telling a kid to like take your daughter to the dance. Like, hey dude, I'll give you 20 if you take my ugly kid to the dance.
Because think about what that means for their streaming service. I'm pretty sure a bunch of people got Apple TV Plus,
Oh
and like,
yeah.
they're like, oh shit, now they can say we're the first streaming service to win a Best Picture award at the Academy Awards. Like, fuck off, Netflix. Like, like,
Yeah. But
so
a lot of people have been saying that they don't think it deserved to win. Like they're like, "Oh my god, like wow, it wasn't even good, blah blah blah." So it
yeah,
has been getting a lot of negative feedback.
yeah.
And I
Out
can
of those
kind of see it.
movies, again, I've only seen five. I've seen Coda. I've seen Don't Look Up, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, and Power of the Dog. So out of those movies, again, I would have put my money on Power of the Dog. I
Mhm.
personally would have chosen Nightmare Alley. Um, but yeah, I mean, it just was kind of surprising. Again, nothing like I feel like there's that episode that we both watched it. We both said our thoughts about it. I think I
Mhm.
liked it a little bit more than you, but I still agreed that like it wasn't so much for the story, just the acting was really great,
Yeah.
fantastic, and yeah, it had its comedic moments. It was heartfelt and heartwarming, charming movie. Um, but it wasn't like something
And,
like, in my opinion, The Green Knight or Pig or something like that.
yeah. Yeah, it definitely felt like it was a really good indie movie.
Yeah,
But it was just kind of, yeah, for me the story was just not strong enough for me to be like, man, that deserves an Academy Award. You know what I mean? As
yeah,
much as I love, like I said, I love the language, I love the everything. Like it's great, but like I don't know, like I can't just sit here and be like, yeah, that's why they should get it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, just in regards as me watching it as a movie lover, I like if I separate myself and I'm like, I'm just watching this as a movie. I'm like, I don't think it was strong enough to be winning that award.
yeah.
But I'm still, like I said, I'm still happy that it won in a sense because it's still cool, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you could tell that it didn't mean a lot to a lot of people, so
Mm-hmm.
that was great, but again, it was just kind of like, oh shit, like another, what is a shock, like, I wouldn't riot like like a lot of
Nah.
other people were doing, but
Like
yeah,
in
it's
West Side
just
Story, that shit would have caused. Well, who knows? There's a lot of Steven Spielberg like fans.
super fans.
Yeah.
A lot of people again had that movie as their favorite. Like a lot of people that I watch on YouTube, that was their favorite film. I was like, what? I think they're just Spielberg fanboys, which I love Spielberg. I mean, he's Jaws, Jurassic Park, Raiders of the Lost Ark, but
Jurassic Park, man, magnum opus right there.
yeah,
But
he peaked in the '90s. That's what I'll say.
yeah, he had his time, dude. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like we're not over here. I don't know. The point is that it was a crazy time.
yeah.
But
I feel again, in terms of all this stuff, I feel like we've had better Oscars. You know,
yeah.
um,
I feel like
but
for me the best Oscars like in recent years has been the one when I think it was like
the whole La La Land one. I'm just
no,
kidding.
the one after that one, the one like when Call Me by Your Name came out and um what year was that? I'm
That
trying to think.
was 2018
Holy
before
shit.
2017, I think, or maybe even 2019 before 2018.
I don't
Fuck.
remember.
Let me see. We need a fact checker. Call me by. Yeah, it came out 2017, so it was in the
2018.
2018
Yeah.
Oscars. Yeah,
I feel like that was like one of the more better ones, but even then, yeah, they haven't been great.
yeah. Real quick, I wanted to get to Aaron Johnson's comments. He said, "I think the Oscar ceremony in general, if it were going to keep its longer length, it needs hosts and presenters that can make everyone laugh." Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel like the pace of the show was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I just feel like it. I don't know. I agree with that. Laughs is always, a good thing to have. I mean, I think the better hosts have been comedians,
Yeah.
or come from a comedic background, like Steve Martin, Billy Crystal, and all that stuff. I thought that other animated films would have some chance of ousting
Ousting.
Encanto.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly like the other nominated animated films. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, we each have our own personal favorites. I mean, last year, like I said, um, Mitchell's and Machines was my my favorite, but Disney can't. I feel like they paid him off too. Not
I mean, dude, like when the dude was giving his like speech, he was like, "Thank you, Disney Studios, for your support and creativity," and I was like, "And your money," because obviously, I mean, if you land a movie with Disney, like you have a huge, like everything at your beck and call,
like
you
that,
know.
you could hear that food just gagging. No, I'm just kidding. At the mouse. I'm just kidding. But that's what it's about, Aaron. Like, I mean, there's even some films like me and Audrey loved Pig, and that wasn't even nominated. So,
I honestly think Simon Rex should have been nominated for I
for
guess
Red Rocket,
best. I don't think he's best supporting actor. Is he a best?
I
No,
think
he's a
yeah, he's
best
the
actor.
lead,
Yeah,
best
he's the
actor. Yeah,
best actor. Cause I thought, I
I would
mean,
have taken
shit.
Andrew out and put him. Nah, just kidding.
Nah, I would have taken someone else out,
Denzel,
but
Javier
yeah.
Bardem,
I mean,
because I
I
love
love Javier
Javier, but
Bardem. Yeah, I love him. Oh, and Penelope Cruz was nominated too.
yeah, Parallel Mothers, another one I want to check out for from your boy. What's his name? The
Oh,
director.
Almodovar.
Yeah.
That movie was fucking nuts.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, his
Oh
movies are
shit.
always like super like sexual, but like weird, and you're just like, what's happening? But they're
Yeah.
good. Like I'm a fan. I like his movies for sure.
That says a lot
Um,
about you, Audrey. Nah, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
So Aaron
uh,
Johnson actually says, in fact, that Ariana DeBose won for West Side Story. That's cool, though. I kind of wish Spielberg could have won for directing West Side Story. Wow, so you're like on the opposite side of the
yeah.
spectrum.
He's gonna unsubscribe. No,
Yeah,
because nah, I'm just
sorry.
kidding.
I
But
didn't
look,
mean we take it back.
but again, that's the beauty about movies. We all have our own favorites, and like here at the Real Talk, I don't want to shame you for anything. You know that like we can all love every fucking movie. You know, like
Yeah, I mean, I have
um
some questionable movies that I like, so I'm no
yeah,
one to judge.
yeah.
Kenneth Branagh had gotten an Oscar for Belfast, but I think it was in Best Original Screenplay. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he won Best Original. We kind of skipped over the screenplay. Yeah, Kenneth Branagh won for Belfast for Best Original Screenplay, and then Coda again won for Best Adapted Screenplay, which I didn't know it was based on a about on a book, I guess.
No, it's another movie, which I was gonna
Oh
say
yeah,
too. I've
French
heard
one.
that I haven't seen the original one, but I've heard that that one's better.
Yeah,
So
which we need to again. That's cool. We're shining a light on that film, and
yeah,
we'll put it in our watch list.
yeah.
But now that we're caught up with the comments, we touched upon basically all the other categories. We're gonna talk about the meat and potatoes of what happened in the in the 94th Academy Awards. Obviously, everybody's talking about what happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith. We kind of already touched upon it. How I missed the whole thing. It came back and all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
Um, but I just kind of wanted to say that before we get into anything like this, like no matter what me and Audrey's point of view is, like there's gonna be people who agree with us and disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but we have to remember that we are all humans. You know what I'm saying? We've all been on both sides of the spectrum when we say something we regret or that we shouldn't have, and also done something like physically probably well not we haven't probably all been there, but we're all human and we make mistakes, and I feel like that night was like in more of an indication of that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I genuinely feel like both those guys are great people. Like they're great, good people and great actors and everything like that. It's just that specific moment, just
Yeah. All hell broke loose. It was just a
yeah,
bizarre. It's still kind of weird. Still bizarre to me. Doesn't
yeah,
make much sense, especially with everything else that's coming to light, like the fact that we see Will Smith laughing and then he freaks out. That's yeah. For me, I'm kind of like, that's weird.
yeah.
Like, how can you go from being like, ah, yeah,
I feel
and
like
then
he laughed,
poof,
looked at Jada, and she was
like, nope, you better
she
handle
gave him
that
a look.
shit.
Yeah,
And he was like, all right. But you see, to me, I mean, like I said, I don't know. We none of us know. To me, I'm kind of like, that just doesn't, something about that just doesn't like sit well with me for whatever reason. The fact that he felt so strongly
yeah,
that he would do this. on national TV. I don't know. I just I can't. Like it's like I said, it's weird. It's a whole weird situation.
Yeah.
Um but and then there has been like a lot of speculation saying that it was staged because of the way that Chris Rock like kind of leans forward. Like it does look like he kind of goes like this and he's like
Yeah.
bracing himself. But we don't know. Like we honestly have no idea. We're never
Yeah.
gonna know.
We're never gonna know. Like I said earlier, like it might have been like I was telling you guys last night too. It was like WWE writers like wrote this year's Oscars, and hey, we got to get good ratings, so let's have someone physically assault
Let's
someone.
have a rumble.
Let's
Yeah.
have a rumble, and then we had a nip slip too. That's very
Oh
WWF
yeah.
in the '90s.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, look, my point of view is like no matter what happened, I don't think physical assault or violence is like the answer, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what.
What would Jesus do? That's what
What would
I
Jesus do
that's what
exactly?
I
He would
kept saying.
literally.
I kept telling Ben, I was like, what would Jesus do, babe?
Yeah, and a lot. What sucks about this situation is like maybe in someone's point of view, they would have said, "What would Will Smith do?" You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, for me growing up, like one of those people who, I don't want to say I idolized, but I held in high
Yeah.
regards as like Will Smith. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He was a singer, that we all looked up to. He was Fresh
Everyone loved
Prince,
him. Everyone loves
Um,
him.
and like again, like he said, I don't know if it was like in a documentary or like he was being interviewed. There's this one thing that has stayed with me from him. Obviously, there's that one thing like, hey, if you want to build a wall or something or a house, it takes a brick a day or something. You just do it
Yeah.
one, but But for me, he was like, look, there might be better actors than me, better like fighters, better looking, more richer, but like I guarantee you, I can outlast anybody on the treadmill. Like I run, I do that every day. And for me, what I took about that is like, dude, like there's always going to be that one thing that separates you from other people. You got to focus on that, and you got to. So
Mm-hmm.
again, he's just very like for me one of those guys like, dude, like obviously his whole family, his relationship with Jada up until like a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was kind of like, man, like for to watch him do something like this, it sucks, and especially because I've thought like him
It
and
seemed out of character.
yeah, it just didn't seem like him at all. And like for me, like to possibly see Will Smith finally getting what he deserves on the Oscar because he's done incredible work in the past,
Yeah.
now again, like we said, it's tarnished by all this and stuff like that, and it sucks.
It was like the most Will Smith thing to do and also the least because the whole my thought process when it first happened, I was like, oh, it's him being dumb because it kind
Yeah,
of looked like a dumb slap. Not gonna lie, it didn't look like a good like boom
yeah,
because you could even hear the mic get hit like where he kind of missed. I guess he
yeah,
did slap him, but still like it sounded kind of weird and it looked goofy. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, he's just being Will Smith and it's probably just like a skit.
yeah,
But then when they pan to him yelling at Chris Rock, you see like the anger in his face and you're like, oh fuck, like no,
yeah. And he said
he's
it twice.
actually yeah, like he's actually pissed. So I was like, oh fuck. And then I think I'm like, what if someone else had said that? Like, what if it was someone bigger? Would he still have
Like The
done that?
Rock or
Yeah.
I don't think he
Like,
would have gotten up there. Like Jada, I
like
love you, but it was just a joke.
like yeah, no, you're gonna have to work that out yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
For me, honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like there's bigger problems in the world, but I feel like a lot of the things that have come out from this, like now, is just a bigger issue. Like it
yeah,
started off as just like this one person assaulting another person because this person said something that hurt them. Okay, that's perfectly human. And then, but now I feel like it's growing into something way like people are like now like bringing like politics into it and like
as always.
health and like all this like and I'm like, damn, like
Yeah,
so that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna like I couldn't even be on social media because it was everywhere. It was on
yeah. That's
Facebook, it
all.
was on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere.
Yeah, and the fact that like it's crazy too that like a lot of people made like so many videos on TikTok already about it. Like it's crazy, but like the turnaround of that. Um,
And you
But
know
yeah, I
what's
mean,
nuts? Oh, sorry. Go
no,
ahead.
I was just gonna say like, hey, look, like everything that we're, I mean, people have already said everything that we're gonna say. There's just
Yeah.
like our take and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, like going back to like when I first found out, I honestly thought like it was a skit because the way my
Mm-hmm.
girl was describing it to me, and just the fact that somebody would do that to somebody else, on again, like you said, on live television and stuff like that, that sounds like too bizarre to see, you know, to be
In
true.
front of all of your peers that you
Yeah,
respect. You know what I mean? Like you got like some legendary people in there that as an actor I would think you have a lot of respect for,
yeah,
and you look up to them. I don't know. Whole thing's bizarre. But what I was gonna say about the whole TikTok thing is it's crazy because Will Smith had 2 million followers prior to this. Now he has 68 million followers.
he has 68 million now.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
I
Because you
was
see, that's
like,
the thing too. That like what's come out of this is like people seem to be on both sides of the spectrum. Like, hey,
yeah,
hell
it's
yeah,
very
like Will
divisive.
Will stood up for his wife. Like I would have done the same thing. I actually told Cindy, I was like, look, if somebody said that to you, I probably would have done the same thing. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? But again, like I that's the thing that
I'm like,
like
damn, really?
it's just like our animal instinct, because that at the end of the day, that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? We're human.
Yeah.
We have like this raw, like sometimes, I don't want to get too much into it, but like I think again, like for Will to be one of those people who like in this situation, he should have been the bigger man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like maybe I would have been okay with him just saying, "Hey," like if he was just shouting to him, like, "Hey, Chris, like keep my wife's name out of your mouth." Like if he didn't go up there, you know what I'm saying? If he just shouted that, I would have been okay, cool.
Yeah.
Or like talk to him afterwards or something. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Or he could have just been like, all right, that's too far. Or something. You know what
yeah,
I mean? It just yeah, it seemed really impulsive
yeah. And for
for
Chris,
someone.
again, like we were saying earlier, he took it so well. Like he was trying to be professional and everything like that. And again, it's like this side too. Like, hey, it's just comedy. It's just comedians doing their thing. Like, what do you expect for a comedian to do? Like, that's what they're hired to do. And again, with this whole PC culture and everything like that has been coming up lately. Like, a lot of comedians have said, hey, it's not fun to be a comedian anymore because we can't do what we normally do. And I think there is a line like that could be crossed. But if you look at what Chris said, it's not like if you put it in the context of like he was kind of complimenting her because like a lot of people were saying Demi Moore in GI Jane looked great, even
Yeah,
with
she's
no
like
hair, like she
ripped.
looked fire. And even to me, Jada looks beautiful like that. Like I had no like hey, she doesn't have hair.
Yeah.
Again, not
I
trying to
thought she was
downplay
just
that.
rocking it because I know she's very like trendy. Like she likes to do like really like
Yeah,
cool stuff. So I thought she was just rocking it because I was like, yeah, it looks good. But yeah, like I that's another thing that just kind of like perplexed me because I was like, Will Smith is like a comedian too. Like he kind of comes from that background. So I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
It's all very weird. But yeah,
And like
it was
Chris
nuts.
said, well, he didn't say it there, but a lot of people say, hey, he could have said worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have said something else. And again, going back to the whole GIJ thing, is like maybe he was again like complimenting her in the sense of like, because if you look at what that movie is about, it's about a girl going to like the army and all that stuff, and you know um kind of proving a lot of people wrong. Maybe that's what
Hmm.
he was saying. Jada is like, because Jada's been like a figure like that, like, hey, like do your own thing and stuff like that. Maybe that's why he's like, hey, like,
Yeah, she's all about like female empowerment.
yeah. So maybe that's what he meant, and he didn't. I don't know if he knew about the whole alopecia thing and the autoimmune disease that she has. But me, that's how she took it. You know what I'm saying? And like, again, I don't know.
Yeah. It was nuts. It was
Yeah,
intense.
we have
Um,
here Robert Mexico. He's like, hey, John and Audrey, sorry I'm late. How are you guys doing? It's local. Yeah, man,
local.
it's just crazy. It's just bizarre that like
And
this happened. Um,
then you just see him like dancing all night. I
yeah,
was shocked that no one escorted him out. I was like, okay.
that's the thing.
I was like, he's just gonna sit there and everyone's just gonna clap. Like everyone was clapping, and I'm
Yeah,
like, how? Like a lot of people are also saying like, well, Chris Rock deserved it because he was talking shit, and I'm like, dude, he's a host.
yeah,
He's a comedian. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone deserves to be like I understand if he said something like you said, like maybe like extremely like fucked up,
Yeah.
or I don't know. I just, to me it seemed like, read the room. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like, I take it, you have to like kind of take everything in consideration, like where you're at. Like, you don't just like, there's millions of times when I'm at work and I'm like, oof, someone's testing me today. But I'm not just gonna be like, boom, you know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
kind of like, there's things that you do
Yeah.
to like calm yourself.
Woosah.
Yeah, like in what's it called? Turning your head, huh?
Oh
When
yeah,
she's like
yeah.
brushing herself.
And also in Bad Boys. In Bad Boys, that's another thing. What the police commissioner or police boss, like he has anger issues.
Oh
And
yeah.
remember Lamar Lawrence went to like, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was nuts. But he did handle it really well.
yeah, and again, like it's not like I feel like what I said earlier can come across about like, oh, like comedians can say like whatever they want. But like I did say, like there's a certain line, you know, and George Carlin said like anything can be funny, but not everybody can make it funny. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also different settings, different, you know, things, and it's not like you're gonna make COVID jokes right in the middle of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone
Yeah.
comes up and does that, then yeah, like fuck that guy. Like we're in the middle of the pandemic. Why are you doing this right now? You know?
Yeah.
Um, but what did you think? Again, that was very interesting. Again, like I agree with you. Like the Academy has come out and said, hey, like we don't condone any of these actions, but yet they didn't take any action when that happened. You know, they still let Will Smith be there, and you can see him like, you know, even when when Pete Diddy came out, he was like, hey, don't worry, Will and Chris, we're gonna work this out like
Like
family or something. You
family.
can see Will and Jada like laughing about it. You know,
Yeah.
like they were there, and
Yeah,
maybe
that's
the
what makes me
Academy,
feel so weird.
yeah, like even
How can you just
again,
sit there?
yeah, it's so weird, and a lot of things have come out like after that, like there's been like little videos of like I guess Denzel and Tyler Perry like
Yeah.
with Will Smith and like all that stuff, and there's even been a photo of Denzel with Chris Rock on the stage and like Will Smith there, like maybe they talked it out or something, you know, but it was still very like awkward and all that stuff.
Denzel's like very like remember the Titan status. He's like, you're gonna
Yeah.
work this shit out, boy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they like one of the things said that they were like meditating or something, you know?
That's another thing. Okay, now we're getting like deep into it. That's another thing that I've been hearing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. This is just shit that I see online. But I also heard that I apparently Will Smith is a Scientologist. I didn't know that.
I think I heard something
I
like
know a
that
lot of
before.
celebrities are, but I didn't know he was one of them.
It's a
So a lot of
cult.
people, yeah, well, a lot of people were saying that apparently, like, that's like one of their laws that like you can't talk bad about, or if like someone shows disrespect towards like someone in the Scientology group, like you have to show them discipline with an open hand, and that's why he slapped him instead of punched him. So yeah, there's like all these crazy like theories now.
Yeah.
Once again, we'll never know. But the whole like meditation thing, I can totally see that because yeah, like Jada said something about healing. And I'm like,
Yeah, I did see that.
for me it's a little contradicting. Like I get that it's like we're all as humans, we're good and bad. Like we're yin and yang. That's like the whole thing. But like, I don't know.
It's all about balance.
I'm
Like
just
Thanos
kind of
said. No, I'm
like
just kidding. Imagine.
it's like I'm gonna slap you with some love.
Yeah.
Dude, the memes that have come out with this are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's obviously the internet is still undefeated. There was this one
Uh,
specific SpongeBob one where I was just dying, like already, like but
but I still think like that it was just like one of the things that is gonna go down in history. And even Chris Rock
yeah.
said he's like this
That
is
was
gonna be
the greatest thing on
greatest
national television or
TV.
something.
Yeah. So he took it in stride. He took it on the chin, and he kept
Yeah.
going. Cause I'm thinking, what would I have done?
Yeah, I would just probably left. I'm like, all right, I can't be here anymore or something, you know, like
Yeah, like I'm like, damn, like you gotta have thick skin, I guess, like because
yeah.
he did a really good job at handling himself. So
Yeah.
kudos to him.
Which is again, a lot of stuff has come out of this. A lot of people are referencing Will Smith's book and also referencing the new podcast that I actually been listening to called Fly in the Wall, which is with David Spade and Dana Carvey. They recently had Chris Rock on there, and he's kind of said stuff about him growing up and him being bullied, and about like he like beating this kid with a bag of bricks or something. Now ever since then he's been in therapy and kind of saying he's been scared of his own anger and what that can do. So there's a lot of stuff, but
No,
going
I
back to
get
the
it. Oh, sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, I
Go
was
ahead.
gonna say, going back to the Academy Awards themselves, like I was just really surprised that they didn't do anything. Like he was still there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But my only thing was like, well, maybe he's there because he's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like so.
That's what I
Obviously, he
thought.
did end up winning. And what do you think about that speech? Everybody was like, "Fuck! Like, what is he gonna say?
Yeah.
Like what's gonna happen?" Because what did you
Well,
think?
like I said, it was like everyone was holding their breath because I was like, damn, that's gonna be an awkward ass speech. And it's
Yeah,
just a shame that it was overshadowed. But as soon as he got up there, I could tell that he was really I don't think he's in a good place emotionally. Like I feel like he has some struggles going on, or maybe like the role took a toll on him, because that's what I was kind of getting from that, is that he very much embraced the role that the is that King Richard the movie is basically about, like the dad being a
yeah,
protector and being kind of like this like vessel of like love and stuff, which to me, I'm kind of like, I get that you want to be a protector to your family. Like I totally can see that, like especially if you have kids and stuff like that. I yeah, totally can see how you would want to be this lion that's going to be protecting their kids, but
yeah,
it was just a little contradicting to me, and I didn't like when he said love makes you do crazy things, because I don't take that in a good way. Like I don't take that in a positive way. Like I take that in a negative way, because I feel like that's kind of a cop out to say
yeah,
like, oh, I love you so much, like with blind rage, that I beat you up, or I beat this guy up, or I beat, like someone looking at you on the street. Cause there's men that are like that. I've
yeah,
met men like that they're just so like, they think it's romantic. Like, oh, like I'm so like infatuated with you, or I'm so in love with you that like I'll kill anyone that like sees you, or just this blind, like jealous rage. And I'm kind of like, that's toxic to
yeah,
me. I feel like that's not love. That's not like, I think that's, to a certain degree, that can be very toxic. That's what I think. So when he said that specific line, I was like, oh, that's not, I don't really like that. Like once again, like I don't know him and his wife's relationship, but obviously from what we've seen online, it's very like they have their own thing. Like they're very
yeah,
like, we do things our way. So I don't know, but that's what
yeah.
I thought. What did you think?
Yeah, I was just holding my breath to see like what he was gonna say. I was like, oh shit, like this is the moment. And again, yeah, I just thought his speech was very all over the place. I guess they had to like go away because he was like snot came out or something. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Remember I think that's when they panned to the Williams sisters and there was that that nip slip.
Oh, because he
Um
was just like crying.
he was just crying and everything like that, and he said he wasn't crying because of like his win. He was just crying for like what it meant to the other family and stuff like that, and
Mm.
and King Richard himself. um yeah, I just again, I would have loved to see him say what he said a day later, when because he did do an apology to Chris and everything like that. And I would have loved to see that, and that time, like, hey, I know it's my time to shine, and to like we're here to celebrate my work in this specific family and stuff like that. So I get what he was trying to do, but it's like, dude, like you could have done both. Like he did apologize to his fellow nominees and the Academy there. And I would love to
But
see.
not
I would
Chris
have
Rock.
loved to, yeah, to see directly to Chris Rock and stuff. Because again, Chris Rock chose not to press charges, but still, dude, like that's gonna live on forever, dude. I think who said I think Jim Carrey. Remember that thing I sent you? He said, "Hey, next day you would have saw me sue Will Smith for $200 million." So it takes, I don't know again what happened backstage with Denzel and all that stuff, but again, I just thought his speech was very like trying to hit a lot of different points, you know, and
Yeah. It
it
was
was
just
just
coming
kind of
out. It was just coming out
yeah,
like spewage. Like he was just like, oh, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like he's not in a good emotional space right now. We don't know why. We don't know his life. We have no idea who these people are. So I'm just going off of what I'm seeing. And to
yeah,
me, that's kind of what it looked like. Because I understand that a lot of these acting roles can take a toll on actors because we've
yeah,
heard it before, like with Heath Ledger and like all these other people that have taken on these like roles, and it affects them deeply. So I can only imagine the shit that he's going through and like having your like love life, your marriage on blast all the time, especially in the recent years with the whole like Jada and her like having an affair or whatever.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, there's like a lot of things to take in consideration. But it's just this whole thing has been very divisive. I just don't like that it's turning into something like people are just using it
it's
now
just
like now
blown out of
into something
proportion.
else. Yeah, like it's like now it's not even about two people just like dealing with something. Like
Yeah,
it's not like old school where like, oh, you talked about my girlfriend, like like
yeah,
I'm gonna knock you out. Like now it's just like this whole like thing. Like I'm
yeah,
like, hey, if it's just two dudes like going at it, but now it's just like something like crazy. So
yeah,
let us know in the comments. Where do you guys stand? Or
yeah.
if you're over it.
Definitely,
You don't want to
definitely
hear
let us
about
know in
this
the
anymore.
comments. But there was that one specific here's the thing. Like, do I understand why he did that? Yeah, I do understand. Like, again, more has come out that like in his book, like the first sentence, I guess, of the book, or the first you know, said that he believes to be a coward himself. Like he saw his mom being beat by his dad, like growing up, and he should have done something. Like his life is a bunch of moments of him like being like, fuck, should I do something? But he didn't.
Yeah.
And again, this is his wife who he loves, and she has been suffering with something very openly, and that's I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. And maybe just at that moment, everything's been built up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
Because
he
that's
just let
happened
it
too.
out.
Yeah. Because that
Um,
definitely happens. Like it definitely happens. Like when you're struggling with a lot of different things, just one thing will set you off, and it's not even like that big of a deal. And
yeah,
you're just like, damn, I shouldn't have reacted that way. But it's just like
yeah,
a accumulation of everything. So yeah, I can totally see that side too. Like I said, I'm not really like defending one side
yeah,
completely because I don't think it's black and white like that. I
yeah,
really don't. I think that there's a lot of variables, but I can definitely see both sides.
yeah. And I do like the other part too, that he said that like they're in this business where they kind of have to be like, they just have to take a lot of things like abuse and stuff like that. And again, like I understand all that. Like I don't think, I'm not a fucking megastar millionaire, whose my life is, on display and stuff like that. But I do think what he did have a point. Like these celebrities probably have to take a lot, and maybe a lot of people are like, well, that's what they signed up for, and all that stuff. But like, you know, you just have to handle that in a certain other way, dude. If you don't want to take that criticism or that judgment or those jokes or that abuse, deal with it in another way.
Hmm.
Um, but
Or
yeah,
try your best to live your life in like a, because I always am amazed at these other stars where you really don't hear much about them. Like they're these
yeah,
mega stars, but you never hear anything about their
any
life, and you're like,
drama or
either they
nothing.
have a really good PR person or they just like do really like good at not doing anything, at
Yeah,
getting caught. Because you think of someone like, I don't know, even I'm trying to think of someone well, one of the main ones has always been Keanu, because like, yeah, like we don't ever see like anything bad about him,
in fact,
if
everything
at
we do
all.
see is good.
Yeah, you're just like, the fuck. But yeah, so I feel like it's ultimately up to the person, but especially with Will Smith, I can completely understand because all his family is famous. Like Jada's famous for doing her own thing. His kids are now famous for doing their own thing. The only one
Yeah,
that's not famous is his older son. And he's kind of like under the radar.
yeah,
So yeah, a lot of the things like you can't control, I think, when you're that big. I mean, people are gonna talk shit regardless. I mean, people talk shit now when you're not even like famous.
Yeah.
So
There's still haters.
yeah, so it's not easy. Like, of course we're human, so like anytime someone says something mean about you or your family, of course you're gonna be like pissed, you know. Um, but I think we just all every each time that happens, we have the opportunity to like, okay, how can I handle this differently next time? Like if I didn't do well that time, like you can always learn from it. I feel
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
And what do you think about this talk about them possibly taking his Oscar away because of that?
Uh, I don't know. A part of me feels like they should have just taken action right there and then, because it would have made sense.
Yeah.
But the fact that they like let him like stay there, mingle, fucking
Take pictures and
high
all that.
five, Questlove as he's walking up, like I'm like, the time's passed, my friends. Like, you guys should have just handled that shit right there and then. It would have made way more sense. Like, even if they just like pulled him to the side and like, something. But the fact that
Yeah.
everyone was just acting like, huh, okay, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, like, all right, I guess we're just gonna like let this happen, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And I was thinking too, I was like, well, if they're gonna take an Oscar away from a guy who, like, it's just recent thing, they're gonna have to look into taking a lot of other Oscars away from other people.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah,
and again, like the award for me, like I haven't seen the movie, but like if he deserved it, he deserved it. Like it's not like an award for, hey, I'm the fucking best human alive. I'm the best guy. I don't do anything. It was the award for best actor, for best
yeah,
performance. So if he
yeah.
was the best performance of that year, he
Then he was
deserves
a
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So like I don't think he should get it taken. Maybe he should be like banned or like for a few years or just other repercussions, but not don't take the award away from him. Because again, in this particular year, the whole academy voted for him, and he deserved it in that aspect.
Yeah, because it's like the whole thing with like other people that have done horrible things, like what's his name? Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Woody Allen.
Woody
Like
Allen. I don't think Kevin Spacey's one, but Harvey
Harvey
Weinstein.
Weinstein, yeah. But like in someone like, for example, I'm using Woody Allen, like I still like his movies even though he's done
Yeah,
questionable things and bad things in the past.
yeah,
Um there's been a lot of things like that, right? That like people have gotten canceled because they did this and this and this. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna throw away the movie. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah, and
because it's like for me, I'm like, okay, like yeah, this person's an actor and they made something and that's like I enjoy that product. And that's it. Like I can separate it. As simple as that. So I do agree with you in the sense that yeah, if he really did win it, then he won it.
yeah.
So
And that's the thing too, that like I was gonna say, like, I mean, I'm still gonna watch his movies. I'm still gonna be a fan of his, but like maybe like just kind of it, you know, this kind of tainted that for me. A little bit. Like he should have like obviously he should have done something different, but like it doesn't take away from like anything else. Like you said, like we're separating the art from real life and everything like that, and
he's kind
so
of like that phrase that people say like don't meet your heroes
yeah,
because you're gonna be disappointed. And I've always thought about that, like when people like I've heard it being said, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Like these people that you look up to and you think they have this like perfect life, and you see them on like you see him and Jada and like their talks on like her show. I've seen a few of her shows, and you're like, damn, like they look like they have such a cool relationship and this and that.
yeah,
But the truth is, like, we don't know. Like, we honestly have no idea. Everything
yeah.
on
They're
social media is like fake, so we have like no idea what's going on
yeah
behind the
they're
scenes.
choosing what to show us. So
Yeah, and I'm not
that's the
saying that
thing.
their relationship is bad, because I
Yeah,
mean, it can be good, but it can be a real relationship where real relationships aren't always like 100%. You're always like in love or happy with that person. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I think
And that's
that's
why I stay off social media. I try.
yeah, right.
Well, like I'm on there, I use it, but I don't post a lot of stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I
Because
get that.
I mean, if you're gonna, I feel like that's what it's become now. It's become just like the highlights. Oh, hey, look, I went to San Francisco. Like, or hey, I got a new car.
It's
got a new
really
house or some shit.
it can be really debilitating, like especially like TikTok, because you have these like 5 seconds of like you're consuming this message, and then it can stay with you like all day because you're like,
Yeah.
damn, what was that video talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I try my best to like take breaks where I'm just not scrolling constantly, and I try to do something
Yeah.
else, and I just try to remember like, okay, like don't like believe everything you see, because
Yeah, don't let that influence you to like a lot. Again, it's become like there's just highlight reels, and then you're kind of thinking like, "Fuck, like what am I doing with my life?" But at the same
yeah.
time, nobody else is like nobody's posting what the bad things they go through. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why I'm just kind of like, well, like,
But then when they do, it kind of seems staged. Like I don't know if you've come across any of these on specifically for me on TikTok, because that's like the bigger thing right now. But I've come across a lot of these like influencers, and they're like posting videos of them like crying or like, oh, I'm having a really bad day. But like to me, it almost honestly sometimes comes off as like they're trying to be more relatable, because they'll be like, I know you guys always like think that I'm like this, but I don't know. Like I'm not. I'm like human. But I don't know. Something about it. I'm just kind of like, you don't look like you were eating ice cream out of a tub
yeah,
2 seconds ago. You know? I
yeah.
don't know. But that could like
Dude, that was
that
the
should be.
fifth take that they
Yeah, they're
that they
like,
were doing
hold on,
that.
let me get it right. Hold
The
on.
little water drops and stuff
Yeah,
like
they're
that, eye
like,
drops.
I mean, dude, shit, people are crazy.
Yeah.
Which actually brings me to something. We're moving from this. I don't know if you wanted to say anything else about that though.
No, I mean, I just that was the fucking
That
94th
was the award
Academy
show,
Awards.
everybody.
That was a award show. Very
Some
controversial.
positives.
A lot of, I don't know.
We had some positives and we had some negatives. That's how life goes.
Yeah,
But Liza Minnelli was, oh my gosh, she was so cute. I thought it
that was
was
one of the
hilarious.
highlights too.
I was so happy that they chose Lady Gaga, because I think she did a phenomenal
Yeah,
job at handling that shit. Like
yeah,
I could not think of anyone better, because she did a really good job at being very like maternal towards her, like in a way of like, okay, like don't worry, girl, I got you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it came off as genuine, like almost like that's like her aunt or something. Like I
yeah,
don't know, it was really cool. But it was so cute because she was just like, "Hi," and then she was like, "Okay, Coda." She just like blurted it out.
yeah. That was so awesome.
I was like, "Oh, you're
Like
so
she didn't hype it up or
cute."
anything. It's just oh, Coda.
Yeah,
It's like, what
she
the
just
heck?
like blurted it out, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like she just said it. But yeah, that was like one of the highlights for me. I thought that was really cute. Oh, now
Alex
Alex
it
saying
was
it was
staged.
staged. Oh, now all of a sudden, just kidding.
Imagine it does. It did came out right now when they were doing the podcast. Like it comes out as
I'd
being
be like, shit, you guys, yeah, like
you bamboozled.
if you guys, well, like I said, I have my doubts. I'm just kind of covering every side. Like if it was staged, we can see why it would be staged. If it's
Yeah,
real, we can see why it would be real. So,
yeah.
but I was gonna say, I guess we can move on to shit we've been seeing or stuff we've been seeing. I guess I still haven't seen After Yang, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm ever since I had this conversation with Alex, I don't want to like say my thoughts on the movie. I would just kind of recommend it because I feel like one of the things about recommending movies, it's like, um, you can give people false expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like they might watch it and you might say, dude, this was fucking great. You should watch it. And they watch it like, well, I thought it was gonna be good, dude. So all I'll say is that I recommend After Yang. Um,
Okay, cool. So you recommend it to me?
yeah, to you, Alex,
Anyone that wants to
A24
listen?
fans. Um, yeah, I
Anyone who will
recommend
listen
it.
to us, the ramblings of crazy people.
Yeah, I also would recommend The Lost City. I think you have a good time
Really?
with it. I think it did its job in just kind of having this mindless. The story is something that wasn't big, but you're there to see that pairing of Bullock and Channing Tatum, and they shine. I think their chemistry is great, And I just said, hey, I don't want to like overhype a movie. And
I
that's what I'm
know.
doing with The Lost City,
I do want
but
to
it's
watch it.
but it's because The Lost City again. It's not like one of those. It's not a movie. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a movie.
It's just like for entertainment. So I'm like, hey, like I know you're gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking love Sandra. I mean, I said that before here. Like, I love her. And when I was at work, they were showing the pre-show, and they were showing like Miss Congeniality, and I'm like, I still think that's like one of the greatest movies. I love that movie. I think it's one
Yeah.
of her best. And Channing Tatum, he's okay. I think he's funny, so I like him. I'm going for
Yeah.
Brad Pitt because
Brad Pitt. Yeah, he's also great in that.
he's Mr. I wish we could see him more in comedic roles. I think he does such a good job.
Yeah, he's
His
always
humor is
good.
so good. It's
Yeah.
such a weird humor. What would you? I feel like it's like it's not dry. I guess it is dry, huh? He's very
Dry,
like
subtle, like, kind of like he's not too obvious with it,
like he's just like he's
Don't
like
cry in
so
front of the Mexicans.
he's so cool that like even his like comedy is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he
It's
even has
cool comedy.
swagger. He has swagger through his comedy. I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Anyways, I do want to watch it just because it does look like one of those movies that I can just like chill out, have a drink, eat,
Yeah.
and like watch it. Like it looks just like I can turn off my brain and just laugh. So
Yeah.
I
Definitely
do want
think
to.
you're gonna like it better than Marry Me.
Oh, thank God! I did not like Marry Me at all.
Yeah.
And then you said you saw The Worst Person in the World, which it's definitely on my list, so I'll probably
Yeah.
watch that
Definitely
today.
recommend that one too. Both After Yang and that one got a heart from me. So
Nice. Me, I haven't seen movies, but I did start watching this show on Hulu called The Girl from Plainsville, which is based on the true story of that Michelle Carter, the one that like assisted suicide, that guy
oh,
in
the guy, right? Like, hey, like you should probably do it or something like that,
yeah,
right?
like they were texting back and forth and she was like encouraging him the whole time.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by that case because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
Apparently
when
it only
I
happened a few years ago.
yeah,
I didn't know about it.
yeah, it's recent. Not super recent, but pretty recent. And when I saw that there was a show coming out, it has Elle Fanning. I believe
Yeah.
it's Elle Fanning. It is Elle Fanning, right?
It's one of the Fanning sisters for sure.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Elle, but it's because she looks kind of like Cara.
Yeah.
What's her name? Devine?
Carl Devine, the one from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they kind of like look alike. So I was
Yeah.
like, wait, which one is it? But I started watching that. There's only 3 episodes on Hulu. But I'm really excited just because I'm like I said, I'm fascinated by that case. I really don't know too much about it. I just know like kind of like the main things, main details. But
Yeah.
so far it looks pretty good. It has also Chloe crap, what's her last name? I always forget her name. The one from
Kick ass.
no, the one from Boys Don't Cry. Chloe's her name's weird. It's like with an S. Let me look her up really quick. When I tell you, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that girl."
Chloe
Zavini. I can't pronounce her fucking name, dude. What else has she been
what
in?
else does she come out of?
She came out in Kids, Zodiac, The Dead Don't Die.
Let me see.
Yeah, if you look at her, you'll be like, oh yeah. She always plays like the mom to these like troubled kids. I don't know why.
They spell. Hold on.
Just look up Chloe and then SEV. I can't pronounce her name. I feel so dumb. SE.
Chloe has an H in it, right?
No, it's SEVIGNY.
Wait. Oh, god damn it! I clicked on the bottom one.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you look at her, she has a very like memorable face.
Yeah. I recognize her from a lot of things.
Yeah. So she plays the mom. So yeah, I'm pretty interested in that because once again, I love like true crime. So this is like right up my alley. And like I said, it's a very bizarre case to me. But the reason that I was gonna bring it up earlier was because there's like the scene where the girl is like literally like she's acting out a scene from a movie and she's like crying, like fake crying, and like she looks like she's legit, like she's really in like character, and she's like, oh. And I'm just like, people do that, dude. People are crazy like that. So
yeah, the only reason why I heard about that show, I don't know where the preview was coming on. But
probably
Cindy
Hulu.
was the one that told me, like, hey, like this actually happened. I remember I was in school when this happened and stuff like that. So she's really excited to see it. And That's cool. It's already out. I got to tell her we'll probably watch it too.
Yeah. Um and I was really shocked at how well they casted Elle Fanning because she looks just like really like a lot like the girl, the actual
Yeah.
girl. If you look up the real one, you're like, damn, they did a really good job. So yeah, I only watched one episode, so I still have like the other two.
Yeah.
But so that's all I have. Like I said, I still need to watch After Yang. I still need to watch. We haven't even watched Deep Water, which the more and more
Oh
I hear
yeah.
about it, the more I hear that it sucks. So
Yeah.
I'll still probably need to
Again,
watch it.
that's the another one. Again, like I want to see it because everybody's talking about it, and it's I kind of want to see more what like for the why it's bad. Like
I can tell you why
for
it's
the
bad
wrong
because they don't have
reasons.
any fucking chemistry. Though how
Yeah.
they dated is beyond me. Like I'm like, where they just both kind of like, you know
They were
what?
probably just looking for a quick hookup. Like
Yeah,
Ben was like,
honestly,
"Dude, she's bomb," and her was like, "Oh, it's Ben Affleck," or
it's Batman.
Batman.
Dude, there's like
Bring the
I said
costume, Ben.
I've said this before. I've said this before, right? That like if I had like my pick, I would go for his brother.
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't care for Ben Affleck like that. But I did hear like really bad things about it, and everyone has just been saying that the saving grace is Ana de Armas because obviously she's the hot thing right now. She's like one of the like hotter actresses. So yeah. And I was teasing Ben. I was like, why isn't she at the Oscars? Because you know
yeah,
how Ben like loves her. I'm like, oh, obviously she's not Oscar worthy yet. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing her in that Marilyn Monroe documentary. I want to
Oh
see how
yeah,
she does because I feel like they still haven't been able to give poor Marilyn Monroe justice
yeah.
to her
You didn't
beauty
like
and to
the
her
Michelle
story.
Williams one?
Nah,
I haven't seen it, but
it was kind of boring. And like I said, they haven't been able to nail it. Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Apparently, this one's gonna be basically like a porno because it's NC-17.
No.
So a lot every guy's like, "Oh my god, I can't fucking wait!" Like,
I wonder
but
how
I
they're
don't know.
gonna I wonder how they're gonna do it because I remember for Michelle Williams, they did a good job at like making her curvier
Yeah,
because obviously, I mean, that's what she was like known for.
yeah,
So I'm kind of curious to see. I've seen her like makeup and it looks pretty good, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'm still gonna
yeah,
watch it. A lot of people, yeah, have been talking about the fact that it's not going to be rated. So a lot of
yeah,
boys are excited for that.
yeah. For all the wrong reasons. No, I'm just
Yes, I'm
kidding.
like, it's about
um,
Marilyn.
but yeah, other than that, I mean, haven't really watched anything. I probably watched like 2 more episodes of Seinfeld, 3 more episodes. Not
Damn,
that I
dude,
don't
for
like it
real?
or anything. It's
Yeah,
just
binge that shit.
I want to, but I'm like saving it. Like I'm like I want to, because that's a show that I want to watch, and I don't want to put it on in the background. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
So a
well, it's
lot
a
of the
good show
times,
to put like when you're eating.
yeah. But I don't know why I want to like watch it. Like I want to dissect it or something. I
Well,
don't know. It's weird.
it's your first time watching it, so yeah, I could see why you would be like that. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
right now I'm rewatching The Office because I'm listening to the Office Ladies podcast, so I'm like kind of like
what's
watching
that?
episodes. It's a podcast with Jenna Fisher and what's her fucking name in real life? They're the same characters from The Office.
Oh, um, they're the
The one
same
that
character.
with Dwight. God damn it,
Oh, fuck, I know her name in
Angela. There you go.
Angela. Yeah,
Angela. So it's Angela and Jenna Fisher. They're just kind of going through each episode and telling you like what happened through like the background, some fun facts. Sometimes they'll have like guests like John Krasinski or Greg Daniels. It's really
that's
fun.
dope.
I mean, I love The Office, so like it's so interesting to me and to see how they did different things and just the background and on all that stuff. So
Dude, is it just me or does Jenna Fisher kind of look like
Amy Adams.
wait, no, isn't that Isla Fisher?
No. Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
think she looks like both of them. Because in that one episode, The Hot Girl, where Amy Adams does come out, they're like, "Oh, do you guys look like each other?" And I'm like, I can see it in this weird, maybe in their eyes or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say, well, I know Amy Adams and Isla Fisher kind of look alike, but not really. They're just both redheads.
I think that's Jenna Fisher is like a, you know, Both of them combined.
Well, no, I for some reason I don't know why I think Jenna Fisher kind of looks like Brie Larson.
And her too. All three of them combined.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's
They can
something
all play
about.
sisters for sure.
I think there's like her nose or something going on that like makes her like I think she looks like her. But that's dope. I've never actually like rewatched The Office, so I can't relate.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone loves that show. It's like considered. It's
Yeah,
like Seinfeld status.
for me, it's like not as up there for Friends because I that's just Friends. You know what I'm saying? But it's become like that 70s show, The Office, Friends, like where I could just put it on the background and just laugh every time. I wish that 70s show was streaming somewhere, but it's not.
Isn't it on Netflix? It was on
It
Netflix
was
for the
for a long
longest time.
time, but I don't even know. It's not on there anymore, and I don't think it's streaming anywhere else. But I think when that 90s show comes out, I think it's going to be streaming again at Netflix.
That's dope.
So
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so excited for the Nicolas Cage movie.
oh yeah, coming out next month.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, okay. I was like, wait,
It's coming out soon. Yeah.
It's around it's the 29th. Yeah. I'm so excited for that movie. That's like one of the ones I'm
we
definitely
have a lot
looking
to look forward to. I know tonight actually Moon Knight is coming out, so that's gonna be cool.
Oh.
Halo already came out. That's something I want to check out. This weekend Morbius is coming out, which I'm not too excited about because I heard horrible things about it.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Check it out. I don't
It
know.
looks pretty bad, to be honest.
I want to see Sonic already though. I'm fucking hyped. Kid Cudi released a song for it, and I'm like fucking jamming out to it. I'm like, hell yeah! Like,
Yeah, I'm excited. That's gonna be a really good movie for the movie theater. It's gonna be packed.
I want to see Jim Carrey. I want to get over this whole fucking awards show. That's the
And
thing. I don't
focus
know.
on Jim.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's about what it is, but like after the Academy Awards, I feel like a whole new season starts.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like
yeah, for sure, because it marks a whole nother year of movies, you know.
even though I already started, but nothing really comes out in January and February, even in March. Well, you have good movies like X. I really like the X.
Oh, you watched it? Wait, did we talk about it?
Yeah, we talked about it already.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're probably just high, dude.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember now. Yeah. I that movie, it kind of like grew on me, but I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, it's still
because
not
people loved it, and I'm just like,
I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah.
Like you gave it a heart, 2 hearts?
I think I don't know actually if I gave it a heart. Let me see.
I can't fucking stand that part where they start singing. It ruined it for me.
You know what I was telling Alex I should do?
Like do something more original. Just kidding.
Fuck.
Well, it's like, come on,
yeah,
dude.
it did get a heart for me.
Oh my god. And then
maybe it's because the whole event that I went for. We talked about it already. Like
and then I'm telling you, people like at work, they're like, bro, dude, titties everywhere. Like you're gonna see sex, like so much sex, like it's like a porno. And I'm like,
have you guys like in reality?
Have you guys seen porn?
Like, what kind of you guys watch? Cinemax, Showtime?
Yeah, it's like basically like they probably watch the porn where like they just show like the stomach of the girl.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too pornish. It's about it and everything like that.
Yeah, I think that's what people are getting confused. They're trying to say like, okay, it's about a group of people that are gonna make a porno, but it's not a pornographic movie. That's completely different.
Even that scene with Jenna Ortega, they don't show it. They just kind of
dude, that scene was rough. I was like,
the guy in the shower, that was like my friend, because my friend had seen it already, and this is the second time he's like, dude, that's me. Like just him crying in the shower.
He's just crying. It drives him like, oh, it's because that I mean, he did have kind of like a double standard, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck, dude, that's rough.
And then the whole thing, like the girl's like, I hope I didn't hurt him. Like, what? Like, how did you not think that was gonna hurt your boyfriend, dude? Like, especially after like seeing what Kid Cudi was packing. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I
know.
You
know you're never gonna be enough for your girl. That's why he was crying like that. Like, I can't compete with that. Fucking rhinoceros penis and shit.
It was like a horse dong. It was
Yeah,
huge.
dude.
I
Fuck.
mean, regardless, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I think it had potential, like a lot of potential,
Yeah.
but I just wish it would have been grimier.
I don't know. I just think like it wasn't trying to be that. I mean, A24 has those movies, and I think this was just the one that like, hey, we're trying to do this.
I was looking for some Rob Zombie shit, and they gave me like if Rob Zombie went to art school and was like, "No, we're gonna do art," like that.
We do have Men coming out though, which looks from the posters. I haven't seen the trailer. From the posters, looks kind of creepy.
Men? What's that?
Yeah, Men is same director who did Ex Machina and
Oh,
Annihilation.
oh, but what
Fuck
is
is
it
his
about?
name? I don't know. I haven't seen the trailer.
Dude, Annihilation actually kind of freaked me out. That one part with the bear, that shit
Just
was
the
pretty
score of
creepy.
that was like haunting.
And a lot of that movie was kind of, I regret watching it kind of stoned because I think
Oh,
it was
dude.
because I think it was better than I expected it to be. Because I wasn't expecting anything from it. Because I was like,
Yeah.
eh. But when I think about it, it had some really cool concepts to it. For sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Again, I think it was A24, or it might just be that same director who did Ex Machina, because I know Ex Machina was definitely A24,
Yeah,
but
with the little
um,
dance that's also going viral, the Fresh dance.
Fresh Dance.
Yeah, from the movie Fresh. You've seen it, right? Yeah, you saw it. You know
Yeah,
the
which
dance that
dance?
they do? The dance that they do, the girl and the guy. Remember when they're like having dinner or whatever and then they start like dancing?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like going viral on TikTok too. Like people are obsessed
yeah.
because it looks perfectly synced. And that's what I didn't like because I was like, okay, they're trying to be Ex Machina, but it's
Yeah.
already been done. But it
Do
was
you
still
think
cool.
Fresh was like should have been an A24 movie or not? Because I feel like it was kind
It
of
could
definitely
have.
their
It
own.
could have. It most
Yeah.
definitely could have. Um, so yeah, I can definitely see that. I think that girl's gonna blow up.
Yeah, she's I think she's actually in that show with Andrew Garfield, and she has another movie coming out. I think I sent you an IndieWire post about it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Daisy Edgar Jones, I think is her name,
yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
she was good in that movie.
Yeah.
Um,
She gives me Dakota Johnson vibes.
yeah, she looks a lot like her, and also the
Just her
girl
style.
from The Worst Person in the World looks like her too. I was like, oh shit, like
Yeah, they have very similar like styles. And Dakota Johnson, I don't know what it is about her, but like I want to like not like her, but for whatever reason I do. Like I saw her in
maybe
the
it's a whole
last.
50 Shades thing.
No, I didn't like her in that because I didn't even watch that movie. And like the bits that I did watch, I was like, no, I can't do this. But like in The Lost Daughter, she was okay. She was like I was like, okay, I can like her. Like she's cool. But
Yeah,
and then she even came out in The Social Network.
The Social Network, The Office.
She's in The Office.
Yeah, she's like one of the. I think she was in the last episode. Literally the last episode. She's like one of the new
She does like a
girls or something
cameo.
like that. Yeah, she has like 2 lines or something.
She's like a fucking royalty because she has a really like solid line of family members. Like her
Is she
dad's,
the daughter from Don Johnson?
yeah,
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, I remember something like
and
that.
her grandmother's Tippy Hendren. Tippy, I can't say it.
Jimi Hendrix? No, I'm just
she's got her fucking godfather was Hunter S. Thompson. I'm like, dude, that's fucking
Eddie
dope.
S. What's going on, boy? I don't know why I said
Um,
that. Like, what's going on, boy? Eddie S.
um,
If you're still here, man. This month was pretty dry. Actually, this month was pretty. I had like 2 releases on Steelbook, but dude, next month we're getting Scream, Spider-Man, and I'm pretty sure like there's that Cabin in the Woods one, dude. Let me know if you're looking forward to those releases, bro, because Lionsgate has been putting out some great fucking Steelbooks. So proud of them.
Lionsgate.
Yeah. But yeah, that was basically it, guys. Eddie, you came kind of chimed in a little late, man. We covered the Oscars and obviously the whole debacle of Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Yeah, we went
And
into that pretty hardcore.
yeah, we went into it. We literally like picked it apart. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this episode. I don't know, Audrey, if you want to talk about anything else. We talked about a few movies
Damn,
that
this
we're
is a
looking forward
long
to.
episode.
Yeah, I know. I looked at it. I was like, oh shit, we're almost going for the 2 hours.
Sorry, guys. We like to talk a lot. We just start to go on a fucking rant.
Rant.
But
Yeah.
yeah, let us know in the comments if you guys watch the Oscars. Do you not give a? You don't care? Do
Yeah.
you like them? Are you over the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing? Let us know.
Your thoughts about that as well, even though the whole world has already given their thoughts and opinions. But I feel like it's time for unity. That's why I wore this shirt. This shirt. It's
Damn,
time for healing, like Jada said. No, I'm just kidding.
that's some new world order shit.
Unity?
Yeah, I just picture us being all like fucking chanting
Damn, Audrey.
Kumbaya. Damn, we're
But
gonna get taken
hey,
down.
if I was part of the Illuminati world, I would have bank, but I don't have shit right now. It was like one of those TikTok videos is like, oh, 5 years ago I had $75 in the bank account and I only have 25. We thought
Yeah.
those was gonna be inspirational, but nah, I'm still broke as fuck.
Yeah, I know. I like those. Like the artist ones are really like, I sell this for $3,000. And they're like, nope, I don't sell it at all. It's true. But
The
yeah, thanks
hustle is
everyone.
real, guys.
Yeah.
The struggle, I mean.
But thank you everyone for joining. It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Let us know if you agreed with the award winners like Coda. We had for Best Picture and Best Actor Will Smith and Best Actress. So let us know in the comments if you guys agreed or if you don't, who you thought who should have won, and also let
Yeah.
us know what you're gonna watch because
What you're
I'm
gonna
always
watch,
looking
what
for
you're
shit to watch.
excited for next month. We have a lot of releases. We have speaking of Fantastic Beasts, we didn't even touch upon Ezra Miller getting arrested.
Oh, I know that
Fucking-
other crazy motherfucker. Like
Gosh,
fuck,
there's a lot of things going on, but
dude. He's
like I
always
said,
been kind of off the rails though.
yeah, dude, like that's his second time. I know that video surfaced of him like attacking a girl, like choke slamming a girl
Oh,
and stuff.
jeez.
And
He's like
he
choking
still
her
has
out.
the Flash. He's still in Fantastic Beasts. Like he cannot get canceled. Like what's up?
I mean, to be honest, I I think we've talked about this. I didn't really care for him as the Flash, and in Fantastic Beasts, he just kind of plays this weird, like brooding dude that's just like staring at him like the whole time. So,
Yeah, I feel like he's done great performances, but in those movies, like you said, I don't feel like he was such a great job. Like, oh, dude, Robert Downey Jr. He's Iron Man, right?
yeah,
I don't think that's what Ezra Miller was with the Flash. Like, definitely someone probably could have done the same,
better.
and with Fantastic Beasts as well.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I don't know. I just hope he, if he's in any
Get
kind of,
your shit
mental
together,
state,
Ezra. Get it
yeah,
together.
get it together, man.
The world is at your feet. The world is your oysters.
Yeah, but let us know what you guys are excited for to watch next month. This month is coming to an end. Like I said, Fantastic Beasts 3 is coming out, Sonic's coming out, Morbius, the Nicolas Cage film is coming out. So yeah, and Moon Knight is starting. And yeah, guys, next week we'll be back Tuesday probably
Yeah,
around the same time. I don't know.
you
But
never know.
that's why make sure to have those notifications turned on, guys. But yeah, until next week, stay safe out there, guys. Remember unity, be kind to one another, and watch more